sneak in to see the personified Vedas and the personified Upanishads for Mangalartik. They're personified. You know the prayers personified Vedas? It's conversation between the different personalities who are personified aspects of the Shastra. So he says, does Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he's describing this first verse, that these Shrutis personified, they have an altar and they're worshipping the holy name. And in other words, in all of the Vedas, the very essence and the point one comes to when one finds the real purpose of the Vedas is the holy name. And therefore that's what they're worshipping. And then he says, Aimukta Kaleru Pasyamanam, that those who are liberated souls, they chant Hare Krishna. Or those who chant Hare Krishna become liberated. Paritasvam Harinama Samshrayami, and therefore he says, that's where I surrender. I take full shelter there of the holy name. Then he says, Yan nama deha muni vrindagehe janaranjanaya panamakshara krite tomaradada pir managaru diritam nikilo gratapa patalim balumpasi. And that is that the holy name is a festival. When the holy name is chanted, it's as if a festival is manifested for the devotees. And then he goes on to say that if somebody even incidentally hears the name or says it, and in this case, he mentions that if they say it derisively, like, why don't you Hare Krishna people get out of here? Then it's too late. In fact, in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, there's a story of a devotee of Lord Nityananda. His name is Gadadhar Das. And he's very enthusiastic about getting people to say Hare Krishna. So he went to the Qazi's palace, which was a dangerous thing to do because he could have been slain there for just walking into the palace. And he began demanding that the Qazi come out and chant Hare Krishna. And he caused such a ruckus that the Qazi came out, and he was a little amused because he saw this little devotee, like a cowherd boy type of person, follower of Lord Nityananda, demanding that the Qazi chant Hare Krishna. And he said from his balcony, that's all right, I'll chant Hare Krishna another day. And then Gadadhar Das started to dance, and he said, that's all right, you already did. It's too late. And that's the implication of Rupa Goswāmi's statement, that Twamanag Garad Api Manag Udiritam, Nikilo Gratapa Patalim Balumpasi, that even if one time somebody says Hare Krishna, and as Prabhupada used to say, when we were in airports, he said, if people come and they see us and they say, these rascal Hare Krishnas, they should go away. They said Hare Krishna. It's the same mood, the acharyas. Then he says, Yadabaso Pyudyan Kavalita Bhavatwanta Vibabo Drisham Tatvandanam Api Dishati Bhakti Pranayanim. That if somebody hears Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, it really goes deep within. It's hard to shake it. In fact, there's a devotee in Japan. He's elderly now, but he had been drinking beer and he walked through the park and he heard the devotees chanting Hare Krishna. And he got on the train and he rode for an hour and he couldn't get the mantra out of his head. So he got off at the next stop and got on a train and went back. And he jumped out and joined the Harinam party. I mean, the stories are legion. There's a devotee named Sudama who dressed up as a Hare Krishna in Hawaii for Halloween. And on a dare, his friends told him, "Why don't you go jump in the when with the Hare Krishnas, because they go out and chant on Halloween. And being a joker and a prankster, he jumped in. And then he took it a step further by getting in the van with him and going home and taking prasadam. And it was all fun and games, and it was to impress his friends. Then he found himself on the other side of the world. He was back in Boston going to school, and he became very depressed about his life. And then he met a devotee who had a book table, and he got a book. And then he remembered his experience with Hare Krishna. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a description, the gopis talk about Krishna as being very sticky. They say, be careful of him, because he's like mango sap. If you get mango sap in your hair, you just got to chop it off, because you're not going to get it out. It won't come out, mango sap. So they said Krishna is like mango sap. He gets in you and you can't get him off. And says Jayana Yarabaso Pudyan Kavalita Bhava Dvanta Vibhavo. Even if somebody is in complete abject darkness and ignorance, if they hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, then Rupa Goswāmī says that even that person in complete ignorance, they get a feeling for bhakti. It awakens in their heart, because the holy name goes in their ears, it dances in their heart, and it awakens their sense of bhakti. And then, of course, he goes on with many other verses which have important philosophical points, that if one chants Hare Krishna, then when Krishna appears in the holy name, he destroys all of one's karma. He says, on the other hand, all other processes require that to make progress, you have to suffer and enjoy all your karma, but Krishna just takes it all away. So this is seemingly a simple process, but we have support behind us. We have the Namacharya, Śrīla Haridäsa Thäkura. We have the Shastra, and we have the Goswamis who have sorted it all out and shown us that this is provable through Shastra, that this is a real process. So normally we take some time here to make individual prayers. I recommend that if you take a moment or two to chant some japa here, if we have a few more minutes. Do we? Yes? No? There's nobody in charge, so we can do whatever we want. So let's just find a comfortable place. If you're comfortable where you are, chant a little japa. And I recommend, you've heard of Kalpavriksha trees. Well, if there ever was one, it's the Siddha Bakula. It's witnessed all of the chanting of Haridäsa Thäkura and millions of devotees coming here and praying. It's very helpful to make a prayer. This place, to be able to fully take advantage of the process of chanting Hare Krishna and remember it as a samskar in your heart. So, shall we take a few minutes? So it is now 1:32. So take some time till 1:45 to chant japa. No talking, just chanting and meditating and making a sankalpa for the rest of your life from this place, and make a prayer to Śrīla Haridäsa Thäkura. Maybe if I can borrow my bead bag. I'm deeply grateful. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Shall we cello out of here?
Oh, yes. For those who will be leaving tonight, I would like you to lead the devotion.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 The Wikis will be here in a minute. The Wikis will come. As soon as the Wikis come, we can go. Which one? So they've organized the whole slew of them so we can all take off. We said 5 minutes about 3 minutes ago. So it could be any minute now. So two. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. You're cool? Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Photos are ready yourself, Vishnu Prabhu can do it.
What about
While the others 5 minutes, it will be okay.
5 minutes?
Yes. Few minutes.
Maybe the boys can start packing up.
Yeah.
Where's our sound man?
I will call Praveen to come.
Okay. Tuk-tuks are on their way. 5 minutes. India, rickshaw, 5 minutes. So everything's in process. Something's being done. So whenever the rickshaws are available for everybody, Prabhu will let you know, and then we can decamp. It's been yes?
Is this where he left his body? Because I know his samadhi is elsewhere.
Yes, his samadhi's down on the beach. There's another temple. This is where he sat and chanted. But he left his body in another place. His samadhi is on the beach. Lord Chaitanya Mahäprabhu entombed him there. He put him in samadhi himself in the sand. And so the temple's further down the beach than we are.
So when did he move from this place down towards the beach?
Well, I don't know if he moved down towards the beach or not, but that's where he was put in samadhi. Yeah?
Is this the place where Rupa Goswāmī would stay with Haridäsa Thäkura?
Yeah, There was a little hut here. Actually, with Sanätana Goswāmī. I don't know if Rupa Goswāmī also stayed with him, but Sanatan came here, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that they should stay together. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So the sound man comes back. We can start packing up gradually, so we're ready to go. Oh, you're doing, and we can maybe fold things up and then be ready when the tuk-tuks come. Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarvascha kripasindebevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Make one, if you get a chance, final prayer. Ask for empowerment. Help spread the Sankirtan movement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's try and keep this place clean. So if there's anything that you came with, take it with you, or give it to me. Okay. So thank you. Hare Krishna.